What is going on, guys? It's your boy Jay Custer from here from Anime Escape with another movie review. I was supposed to release it, how would I say, Saturday or Sunday. But this past weekend was my anniversary with my wife. So, put things on break. Yeah, everything has to come to a pause for the wife. So yeah, Avengers Endgame. It's kind of hard to describe because where Infinity War was like off the cuff action, this was more of like, it's a slow build up. It's a good build up, but it's a slow one nonetheless. So pretty much it's if you watched let me put this right there. This obviously is gonna have spoilers since I'm talking about it. So I had to catch myself before I started diving into it really deep. But yeah, this is gonna have spoilers, guys. So if you haven't watched Infinity War, if you haven't watched the Endgame, leave like now, because like it's gonna lose your mind. You're gonna lose all hope in trying to watch this movie. But that's done. Okay, into the movie. So the movie starts off pretty much where Infinity War's end credit scene left off. Captain Marvel shows up. She's like, "Where's Nick Fury?" They explain to her what's going on. They tell her what's happening. Everyone, is like, "We need to find Thanos. We need the stones back, and then we need to reverse this." So the entire time they're thinking they just need to reverse this. Period. So everyone finds out where Thanos is. So it's Bruce, Rhodey, Nebula, Rocket, Thor, Cap, Nat, Captain Marvel. They all find him they find the radar, the signals of the stones being used on another planet 2 days ago. Take off towards the planet. They scope the planet out. No one's there but him. So this is I will say this is the funniest scene to me anyway. Like Thanos is walking through his garden, and his arm is just beyond belief. It is just damn, son. But he gets in his hut and he's making breakfast. He's like, yeah, okay. Anyway, okay, yeah. Takes the pot, puts it on so, and next thing you know, Captain Marvel just flies in, crashes into him. I'm like, damn, you can't even let the man have breakfast, dog. I know he a bad guy, but everyone needs breakfast. That's foul. And they proceed to literally jump this man, technically. So, Captain Marvel holds him down. Then, I forgot what he was reaching. Then, all of a sudden, Bruce in the iron, the Hulk Buster comes out of the ground where the fire was, grabs his hand. And Thor just comes out of nowhere and slices his arm off with a glove with a gauntlet is. And I'm like, he could have did that in the first movie and saved so much time because it was only made for one audience. So he could have did that. But anyway, so they're like, "Where's the stones? I don't have them. Where's the stones? I don't have them. Why don't you have them? I snapped them out of his existence." What? So he's like, "I snapped him out of existence." They're like, "He gotta be lying." Nebula comes in. He's not lying. He's never gonna lie. And Thor kills him. And from there, it is pandemonium and chaos. It is just the world has almost ended. Everything is just. Then 5 years later, I'm like, damn, son. It's damn, bruh. 5 years later, so Cap takes over Falcon's job, covering people. Nats took over Nick Fury's job. Hulk is now, Bruce and the Hulk have now merged to make Professor Hulk. He's smart. Thor is God help Thor. Thor is is like so tired and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I did forget that they did rescue Tony. That was at the beginning. They rescued Tony, and that's after all that. They rescued Tony. Miss Marvel found Tony, and Nebula brought them back. That's when the whole plan initiated. So yeah, 5 years later, Tony and Pepper has a daughter named Morgan, and some random, like the most random thing happened. A random rat just runs across Scott Lang's van, which is in like impound, and kicks him out of the quantum realm. Like he's been there for 5 years. So like he's going around trying to find everybody, trying to figure out what's happening. Runs across this monument. Dang, I can't speak tonight. Pretty much run across this monument showing what the names of everyone that was snapped. His name's up there. He's like, what? And he's looking for his daughter. His daughter's name isn't up there. Go to his old house. Daughter's there. So then he arrives to the Adventure Mansion. They're like, when is this? When was this? It's at the front gate right now. So he comes in. They're like, well, where have you been this whole time? He's like, I've been in the quantum realm. It's like, for 5 years you've been in the quantum realm. He's like, yeah, that's it. I've only been there for 5 hours. I'm like, man, this is crazy. So after that, they proceed to plan, which is like one of the funniest things ever, a time heist based off the rules of like Back to the Future and stuff. It's so freaking funny. So they go to Tony. Tony's like, nope, I got a family. I'm happy. Nope. So who else? They go get Professor Hulk. He's in. They try to go get Thor. He's just like fat blob. Yeah, but they bring him in. Nebula and Rocket come back. Rhodey comes back. They all like start going in. They get Hawkeye, and Hawkeye is like just on some warpath type stuff. Like he's just, you didn't snap, but you deserve to be snapped. You gotta die. He's like, that's the whole point of it. Like he lost his family. He just went off his rocker. But yeah, so. And that they tested out, Hawkeye tested out the time travel plan. He tests it out. He goes back, almost runs into his family, gets snatched back. He's like, this can work. Everyone suits up, and go into like different teams go into like different time periods to get the stones. Scott Lang, Iron Man, and Tony go to the Battle of New York. No, and the Hulk go to the Battle of New York to get the Tesseract, the Mind Stone, and the Time Stone. Hawkeye and Nat go to get the Soul Stone, and who else? Oh yeah, Nebula and Rhodey go to get the Power Stone. Which is funny because like it shows it shows like the intro scene of Guardians of the Galaxy where Peter Quill is like dancing and singing, and it like cuts back to them, and Rhodey's like, okay, so he's an idiot, right? So it's like it's dope, but things backfire. Old Nebula is getting information from the new Nebula because they're on the same wavelength. Technology isn't it beautiful, even when you're an android, or as a cyborg, whatever you want to call it. It's not real stuff. But old Nebula gets the plans. Thanos sees the plans, so they capture the new Nebula and replace her with old Nebula. Yada 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 yada, and they finally get all the stones. They get literally all the stones, which is crazy because they went back in time to get 3 stones. Well, 6 stones. They got the 3 from the Ancient One, Tesseract, Scepter. Then they got the Soul Stone because Nat sacrificed herself to get the Soul Stone. Then they got the Power Stone. But I'm trying to remember when they got the 6th stone. I'm trying to remember that. Anyways, so this is taking too long. So anyway, they get all the stones. They put it in a gauntlet Tony made, And they have Hulk snap everyone down. And while that's happening, the bad Nebula brings Thanos to the future so he can get the gauntlet himself and then redo the snap all over again. So, while that's happening, Hulk is weak because of the snap. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's working. It came back. Scott Lang is like, guys, I think we did it. And like, boom, missiles off gate. Like, missile is like, I've talked to so many people out there, like, everyone thought Ant-Man was done. Everyone thought, like, well, he's gone. Like, he's done. He's finished. He's just done, bruh. But, no, he survived. Yeah, so Thanos is waiting for Nebula to get the gauntlet. So, like, Iron Man, Iron Man, Cap, and Thor show up to fight Thanos. And it was like brilliantly played. Because I pointed this out, I was like I think it was like the first three like categories of people who did movies for Marvel ended out. But that's dope. I like the way they did that. Thor has two hammers, like from God Butcher, like the comic book God Butcher. I was like, oh, that's dope. Then like Cap, he lifts one of the hammers and starts to ragdoll the hell out of Thanos. It is just insane. So like, Hawkeye's running in the tunnels with the gauntlet, runs into Gamora, and the old Nebula meets new Nebula. New Nebula kills old Nebula, which I'm like, how is she still existing then? But anyways, so they finally get the pretty much like Tony's down, Thor's down, Cap lost a hammer. I wouldn't say he lost a hammer, but he's like, he can't say he can't really use it. And then his shield's broke. And Thanos pretty much like, you know what, the mistake was leaving half alive. He's like, you know what, when I get the gauntlet, I'm just gonna kill everybody this time. So then the most miraculous part happened. He gets a call from Falcon. And he's like, wait, he's like, is this Falcon? And like, all you hear is on your left. And it proceeds to rain good guys from like the never-ending tunnels of Doctor Strange. It's like everywhere. Like, I will say they gave the guy, the one person that walked out the first, and he deserved it, with Black Panther. Because he walked out like a G. Him and his sister walked out like, yeah, we've been waiting for this battle. And it's just well overdue. So they all walked out, you know, everybody. Like, and if you're careful, when you look behind Wasp, when she pops up, behind Wasp, I think it's like to her left of you, it's one of those signs. It's like a blue alien, and then it's Howard the Duck, and he has like a gun. And I'm like, the hell is Howard the Duck doing here? Like, but yeah, and they proceed to fight Thanos' entire army. And it is glorious. That battle was glorious. I don't care what anyone says. Like, they could have boxed that into like a movie, like an hour and 30 minutes. They could have made that into an hour and 30 minutes. And they're like, this is Endgame. And I'd have been fine with it. Like, that fight scene was extremely amazing. So, they're trying to, get Thanos' army back to where it came from or whatever. And none of it's working. So they're not their whole time now. They're trying to play like keep away with the Infinity Gauntlet. So somehow, some way, Captain Marvel comes in, like destroys his shit. Like it's just instantly, just like a needle through thread, just straight destroys his ship. Starts beating on Thanos, knocks her away for a little bit, and the funniest thing ever is, I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't notice, but for those who are comic book fans, the A-Force, the all-women's Avengers team, I was like, yes, thank you. And it was like, they were putting in work. And I want to say the funniest thing is when Scarlet Witch finally got a hold of Thanos, And he panicked. He panicked so hard. She was like, "You took everything from me." And she has him like yoked up. And he's like, "Fire the missiles." And what was his name? I think it's Corvus Glaive. He was like, "Put our soldiers to fire the missiles." That's one of the moments. It was like, I don't give a damn. Kill everyone just to get her off of me. That's literally what it looked like. But somehow, some way, Thanos finally got the Infinity Gauntlet. And like they're like just last ditch effort trying to stop him from like closing his fist. And you know, he knocks off Iron Man. He knocks Iron Man away, and then Captain Marvel comes in, and like she's holding her own. And which bothers me is because in that scene, when she's holding her own, he has the Infinity Gauntlet with every stone. So he takes the Power Stone out of the gauntlet to punch her with it, then to put it back in. I'm like, why did you need to do that? If you have them all in your gauntlet, you can enhance yourself right then and there without just pulling out one stone and then punching her and then putting it back in. I was like, this is so freaking stupid, Thanos, you're dumb. But Tony looks at Doctor Strange and he remembers, like, pretty much Doctor Strange telling him there's only one outcome where, you know, we all win. And so Tony goes back to stop him from using the gauntlet, and he knocks him away again. But now, when Hulk used the gauntlet, it was a gauntlet built by Iron Man. Put that out there. So, when he went to go get the gauntlet from him and got knocked away, Thanos was like, and I've done it. Nothing happened. They look over, Tony's like, and it's just like the gauntlets are just like they're like easing up, the stones just easing up. And he's like, I'm alright, and just wipes out Thanos and all his minions. And I'm like, that's the most badass thing ever. And he dies, of course. Hate to say it like that, but the power that was flowing through him, he dies. Everyone's like, so you know, Peter and Pepper are like the ones that are like shook, especially Peter, because he was like, man. I'm just starting to be a hero real good, and now you're gonna leave me, and it's not really like that, but you know. So they have a funeral and everything like that, last will, everything, and it then cuts to, well, the funeral was very, very intense, but it cuts to Falcon, Bucky, and Cap with Professor Hulk. And they have to take the stones back so they won't create a whole other timeline, yada, yada, yada. Steve goes back, puts the stones back, but he doesn't come back. But instead, he stays back in time and lives out his life like he's always wanted to. And at the end of the movie, he winds up giving Falcon the Captain America shield, letting him become the new Captain America. Which I'm like, yes. I'm like, because if they're following the comic books ever so closely, I mean, a part of me was like, yes, Black excellence. But at the same time, I'm like, you know, as a comic book nerd, I'm like, you know, Bucky really needs that first. But, you know, we're going to let that slide. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for staying tuned. This was like literally like just thrown together. Like, as you can see, like I'm fading in and out really bad. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for staying tuned. Leave a like, subscribe, stay true, and stay savage, my friends. And